Ever wondered why Sigma females often become the subject of dislike despite their unique and appealing personality traits? Sigma females are misunderstood. Let me reveal the real reason why they intimidate others. Well, let's dive into this fascinating enigma. Sigma females are a breed unlike any other. These are the women who, with their heads held high, walk their own path. They are the introverted, independent and self-reliant ladies who dance to their own beat, oblivious to the societal norms that try to dictate the tempo. With an innate sense of self-worth, Sigma females are self-sufficient beings. They don't need the validation of the crowd to feel fulfilled. Their happiness is not vested in the opinions of others, but rather it's deeply rooted in their own sense of accomplishment. They are the masters of their own universe, the captains of their own ships. But here's the catch. While these traits are undoubtedly admirable, they can also lead to misunderstanding. In a world that often values extroversion, these introverted warriors can be seen as aloof or standoffish. Their independence can be misconstrued as arrogance, their self-reliance mistaken for indifference. And it's not just about misunderstanding, there's also a tinge of intimidation involved. Sigma females, with their strong, silent demeanor, can seem daunting to those who don't understand them. Their self-contained nature, their ability to thrive in solitude, can be unsettling to those used to the constant noise and chatter of social circles. But in the end, is it really fair to dislike someone just because they don't fit into the standard mold? Because they choose to walk a different path? Because they dare to be different? Sigma females, with their unique blend of traits, are the epitome of individuality. They are a testament to the fact that we don't have to conform to be accepted, that it's okay to be different, to be unique. While Sigma females may be enigmatic and intriguing, their distinct character traits can also be the root cause of people's aversion towards them. But remember, not fitting in is not a flaw, it's a strength. And it's this strength that makes Sigma females the intriguing enigmas they are. Have you ever mistaken someone's silence for arrogance? Well, you're not alone. You see, in our society, we often associate silence with standoffishness, coldness, or even arrogance. It's a common misconception, and Sigma females, being the introverted individuals they are, often find themselves at the receiving end of these misconceptions. Let's delve a bit deeper into this, shall we? Imagine you're at a party, the music is loud, and the energy is high. Amidst the crowd, there's a woman. She's not dancing, not laughing uproariously with a group of friends, and she's not trying to be the center of attention. Instead, she's in a corner, sipping her drink, lost in her thoughts, maybe even observing the scene around her. To an outsider, she might appear aloof, perhaps even arrogant, but in reality, she's just being her Sigma self. Sigma females prefer their own company to that of others. It's not that they don't enjoy socializing or that they think they're superior. It's just that they find solace in solitude. They feel most at home in their own minds, in their inner world. And this, dear listeners, often gets misinterpreted as arrogance. Take, for instance, the case of Emily. She's a Sigma female who prefers to spend her lunch breaks reading a book rather than joining her colleagues for a chat. Some of her colleagues think Emily is too proud to mingle with them. But the reality, Emily simply enjoys the peace and quiet that her book offers. Or consider Anna, another Sigma woman who often declines invitations to social events. People think she feels she's too good for them. But Anna? She's just more comfortable spending her evenings curled up with a good movie than in a room full of chattering people. These misunderstandings can lead to Sigma females being unfairly labelled as arrogant or aloof, when in fact they're just introverted individuals who value their solitude. They're not trying to make a statement or assert superiority. They're just being themselves in the way they know best. The quiet demeanor of Sigma females is not about arrogance. It's about their inner world where they feel most comfortable. Ever seen someone at a party who prefers the company of a good book over mingling? That's your Sigma female. When you think of a party, you often picture laughter, clinking glasses and animated conversations. But amidst this vibrant social setting, you may spot a distinct figure engrossed in her own world, perhaps with a book in hand. This is the Sigma female, an enigmatic presence in our society. Often, Sigma females can be perceived as unsociable or even unfriendly, but let's be clear, they aren't antisocial or dislike people. They simply revel in their solitude, they find comfort in their own company, and they prioritize their personal space like a prized possession. Their preference for solitude is not a reflection of disdain for others. Rather, it's their way of recharging, of finding peace amidst the chaos. They're like the serene moon in the bustling night sky, subtly shining on their own, unperturbed by the world around them. A Sigma female's love for solitude can sometimes be misconstrued. People might think they're aloof or that they think they're superior, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma females are humble and grounded. They simply enjoy the tranquility of their own company. They're like a serene lake, calm and peaceful, unperturbed by the hustle and bustle of the surrounding environment. In a world that often equates being social to being happy, Sigma females challenge this notion. They prove that being alone doesn't necessarily mean being lonely. They show that solitude can be a source of strength, of self-awareness, and personal growth. In essence, Sigma females are like lone wolves. They roam the wilderness of their own minds, exploring their thoughts and feelings in solitude. They are independent, self-reliant, and comfortable in their own skin. They don't seek validation from the pack, they find it within themselves. So the next time you see a Sigma female at a party, engrossed in a book, remember she's not being antisocial. She's simply enjoying her solitude, embracing her inner lone wolf, and finding peace in her own company. Sigma females are lone wolves by choice, not because they disdain the company of others. Ever met someone who refuses to follow the crowd? That's a Sigma female for you. Sigma females, these intriguing characters, are often misunderstood because they choose not to conform to societal norms. They are the square pegs in the round holes of society, the ones who dance to the beat of their own drum. Now you might be thinking, so they're rebels. But that's where you might be mistaken. Their non-conformity isn't about rebellion. It's not about throwing a wrench into the gears of society just for the sake of it. That's not their style. They're not out to cause chaos or disruption. No, their non-conformity is about authenticity, about staying true to themselves. Sigma females value individuality, independence, and self-reliance. They are comfortable with who they are, and they don't feel the need to change themselves to fit into societal molds. They reject the idea that they should behave a certain way or like certain things just because it's expected of them. Their choices are driven by their own tastes, preferences, and values, not by societal pressure. But here's the catch. This refusal to conform can often be perceived as rebellious or disrespectful. Society, after all, thrives on norms and rules. When someone chooses not to follow these, it can be unsettling. It can create discomfort, confusion, even resentment. And so, Sigma females, with their independent streak and non-conforming nature, can often find themselves on the receiving end of misunderstanding and even disdain. But remember, their non-conformity is not an act of rebellion. It's not a challenge to authority or a rejection of societal values. It's simply a manifestation of their commitment to be themselves, to live authentically, to not let societal expectations dictate who they should be or how they should behave. Sigma females are not rebels without a cause. They are simply individuals who refuse to be anything but themselves. So, why do people dislike Sigma females? It's all about misunderstanding. As we have journeyed through the enigmatic world of Sigma females, we've explored their unique characteristics, their introverted nature, their lone wolf tendencies, and their non-conformity. But as we wrap up, let's remember that the crux of the matter is, in essence, a lack of understanding. Sigma females, a rare breed, are often misinterpreted due to their inherent introversion. They are the quiet observers, the independent thinkers, the ones who prefer solitude over social gatherings. This can be mistaken for aloofness or indifference, but it's simply how they recharge and process the world around them. We've also delved into the Sigma female as the lone wolf, the one who walks her own path, unfettered by societal norms. This independence can be intimidating, even off-putting to some, but it's actually a testament to their self-reliance and inner strength. They do not need the validation of a pack to feel fulfilled or accomplished. The non-conformity of Sigma females is another aspect that can ruffle feathers. They don't fit into the typical societal frameworks, and that can be unsettling for those who prefer clear-cut categories. But this non-conformity is not rebellion for rebellion's sake. It's a reflection of their authentic selves, a refusal to be confined by expectations that do not resonate with them. So the dislike towards Sigma females, as we've seen, is grounded in misunderstanding. They are not aloof but introspective, not intimidating but independent, not rebellious but authentic. They are a reflection of the diverse spectrum of human personality, and they have a lot to offer to those who are willing to understand. In conclusion, let's remember that the key to embracing Sigma females, and indeed any person or personality type, is understanding. It's about looking beyond societal norms, beyond the surface, and appreciating the unique individuals they truly are. Understanding Sigma females requires looking beyond societal norms and appreciating the unique individuals they truly are.